Alright guys, we did it. We found some ice. I'm gonna say one thing real quick here before I get going, because I'm a little late this morning. This season sucks in Wisconsin right now, and I know it's because we've been spoiled and been getting out early November, but I mean, I love ice fishing, and early November is just a blast when you're on the ice. It's mid-December, which is normal, I guess, technically for the state of Wisconsin. Those of you guys wondering, this is the state of Wisconsin that I'm ice fishing in. I am in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. I have spudded out to that part because that's like the first break line on this lake. Those of you guys that know, this is one of the first lakes I think I ever filmed at when I was just starting. It's a really good first ice lake. It's got some big crappies in it, big bluegills, and there's supposed to be like 5-pound trout in here, which would be freaking amazing. If I got any one of those things, I'm just happy I'm standing on ice. And as you can see, somebody else was just here checking this yesterday, and that froze over to like 2 inches. So it was good and cold last night, but it's looking like we're gonna have a really, really rough December here. I'm gonna do my best to get out on as much ice this season as I can, and I had some really special things. If I could hit 20,000 subs, I wanted to do a bunch of stuff with a bunch of my subscribers. That was the goal for this season, but of course Mother Nature had other plans. But if we can still get out, I will take a bunch of you guys out ice fishing if we can hit 20,000 subs. This is not cheap, running around looking for first ice all the time in Wisconsin. I'm not rich. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have millions of dollars to spend driving around the Midwest looking for ice. Otherwise, you guys that have been around, you guys know I would. I've driven way farther than I did today to go ice fishing. But enough talking. I'm going to go try and get on some fish. And yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me. We get some big ones. Okay guys, I'm gonna do this way because I have no idea how this sundown bite's gonna go. I've found a big long weed line, and yeah, I'm gonna pick at it. I'm gonna drill out a bunch of it right now before it gets any darker. The sun's I got about a half hour left of light, and yeah, I haven't caught anything all day. I've seen fish somewhere back in that area. There were fish just flying around the mud flats, and I tried chasing them, and yeah, it just pushed them around. So there were some schools of fish, like 5-6 fish in a school. I'm hoping what they do is they run around this mud flat and they run into this weed line here and start picking off bugs in the weed line or something like that. Usually on this lake, I have had my best luck on the bluegills and stuff like that right before sundown, or like right after sundown, so it's still just a little bit light out. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, it's been a struggle. And if you guys saw my first ice video where I didn't actually get to go do this, it's just been a struggle this season. Tis the life of Wisconsin ice fishermen. And yeah, there are a bunch of guys that are running around on 4, 5, 6 inches of ice running around the state. And yeah, I'm just not lucky enough to find those bodies of water that were like that. This is a very small body of water, and it's one of those ones where like I know it was going to be frozen, but this thing only has like 3.5 inches of ice on it. It's just barely good enough. So people who are claiming or are on 5 inches of ice somewhere around the state, you guys are very lucky, because I have not found a lake like that yet. And yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to see this one because of the fact that I'm not catching any fish, but you guys can comment below. If I put this up, let me know. Should I put these videos out for you guys? I know a lot of people talk a big game, like, yeah, you guys would watch this kind of stuff, but I also know a lot of you guys don't care if I'm not catching any fish. But I've drilled, God, I've probably drilled 50 holes today. At least 50 to maybe 80. I've drilled out basically this whole lake looking for fish, and it's a very sparsely populated lake. I knew that when I was coming here, but I also just kind of came here because I knew there'd be good ice. So keep your fingers crossed for me. The next thing you guys see is me catching some fish. Well, at least I got a good sunset out of the whole trip. I'm just going to put this junk out there because I need you guys to understand something. And I've heard some complaints from people over the years about like just saying the same stuff about being broke and blah, blah, blah. I know more broke people than I know people with money. So understand that this costs a lot of money. So I have to put out videos regardless. I did try very, 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 very hard today to try to catch a fish. And I did see fish. That's the disheartening thing, is it's not like this lake is completely dead. But the schools I was seeing were 2s and like 4s and 5s sometimes. But they were just moving like crazy. And I'm pretty sure they were crappie, because that's usually what I see running around the basin in this lake. The crazy part is, what you guys didn't see, is I just spent the last 2 hours of sundown, and it's after dark. Yeah, so just sitting on the ice here, enjoying some noises that I've been needing to hear for a while now. It is making a little bit of ice every night, which I'm very thankful for, but yeah, I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to get out is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me struggle, because a lot of you guys asked for that. And yeah, those of you guys that are going to complain about all this stuff, just understand that I'm trying to do something crazy good with this channel, and it's just really, really hard to get to. The first thing that I need to do is hit 20,000 subs so I can start taking you guys fishing with me. And then after that, we got some other really big things. If everything goes well this winter, I have a really big giveaway for you guys. It's a 100K giveaway. Not expecting you guys to get me to 100,000 subs or anything right now, but if I do hit 100,000, I have a toy to give one of you guys, and then we'll go fishing and do some fun stuff. But yep, welcome to the real world. Hopefully you guys enjoy your winter a little bit better than I have so far. Keep your fingers crossed we get some cold weather.